Alright, so I'm an idiotic, stupid dog, and I was watching Kill Tony, and in honor of Kill Tony, I'm gonna try to give a synopsis of this latest Kill Tony episode in 60 seconds or less. Alright, so the first thing I noticed as a dog is I always want to persecute Tony for being a homosexual, a closeted homosexual. He's not really a homosexual, but he's just so effeminate and gay that I kind of think the most unique thing about Tony is his quasi-closeted homosexuality. But I'm discovering the real niche, the real strange oddball thing about Tony is that Tony's insisting on this ruse that this bucket pull is random, that it's just spontaneous and it's organic. It's obviously they already know who's coming out. Every single individual was already on the show once before. So they're not crossing streets and they're not bringing people in. There is no security. There is no other bar. These people are standing right behind a curtain waiting for their turn. And perhaps Tony should abandon the ruse. The only other thing I want to say about it is if you know these guys are coming out, you should be able to do a little bit better. So, again, we're keeping this to less than 60 seconds. The first guy comes out, and I got to give him credit. You know, you start off with your best. It's all downhill after this because this comedian was famous for his missionary position anal sex escapades. I'm like stupid dog, and I said missionary position anal? Whatever, it's okay. Then the next guy comes out. He's an old lady copulator. He wants to only do old ladies. And this guy was pretty buff and pretty handsome. Tony couldn't understand. He didn't understand why he only wanted to do. But, you know, the first two guys, they didn't have no real good comedic abilities. The third guy comes out. He is a straight up vicious anti-Semite. Tony never mentions that. I'm like, Tony, you cannot have a vicious, horrible anti-Semite come out and not say, hey, guy, you know, too much on the anti-Semite stuff, okay? The other thing I want to say is that Hans Kim, he doesn't come in with nothing. Hans Kim is like, they pitch it to him. They throw him the ball like, Hans, we're going to throw it over to you. What do you got for us? And Hans is like, I don't know. I think this person looks like Grandpa Walton's other friend. And everybody's like, no one laughs. And Hans Kim is like, God, I love it. I love being me. But the only other thing I would say is that as far as I could tell, I mean, William Montgomery, he might have a girlfriend. They say he's got a girlfriend. I don't think so. I think that every single person associated with the show, you got Cam, you got Hans Kim, you got William Montgomery, all the guests come out, they're all single. They ain't got nobody. The best thing they can do is get on dating apps and hook up with dating app services. It's strange. I mean, the one correlation between them all is, you know, whatever. Go figure. They're all unattached.